hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré, mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. We bring you moments of your life, and I am Benny Kuji. Today we will be discussing Chelsea. Chelsea over the weekend, Chelsea defeated West Ham United 5-1, and Chelsea they are all over the moon. And you know Chelsea now, they will not allow you hear word. So, but what we actually want to discuss about Chelsea, that match Chelsea had, they didn't have their talismanic player Cole Palmer, and they were able to play so well. And I want to actually know, like people used to call them for last season, that is Cole Palmer FC. Is Chelsea still Cole Palmer LC, or is just I don't know, a flick or something like that? But let's before we go into that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around the world and around you. 10 years after Angola lost the AfroBasket men's title to Nigeria, the Tigers in Tunisia, they've reached the final for the first time this year, beating another West African side, Mali, to win their 12th title on home ground in Luanda. Currently ranked 3rd in Africa and 33rd in the world, Angola made a mincemeat of Mali, ranked 12th in Africa and 23rd in the world, beating them in all four quarters: 14-10, 18-10, 9-11, and 19-12, with a whopping 27 points, resulting in a 70-43 victory. Angola's Chide Dondao was the highest scorer in both sides, amassing 16 points, despite his efficiency of 11% being lower than Mali's Aliou Diarra, who had an efficiency of 12%. The Nigerian Scrabble Federation (NSF) has named 4 players, 2 male and 2 female, to represent the country at the World Youth Scrabble Championship in Malaysia. The team will be captained by a serial winner at the youth level, Abdul Qadus Olawale Aliu, a multiple gold medal winner at the National Youth Game in Malaysia, tag Prepare to Conquer trip. Abdul Qadir Olawale Aliu was part of Team Nigeria to the last World Youth Championship in Sri Lanka, where he finished among the top 25 players out of 134 in attendance, despite missing the opening games of day 2 of the competition. Another member of the team is Prestige Achibong, who recently won the under 19 category of the African Youth Scrabble Championships in Kenya. Another talented wordsmith that made it to the this championship is Sophia Ebube, who won the under 15 event. And she went unbeaten throughout this campaign, while multiple national junior queen and a key member of Team Nigeria to the just concluded African Youth Scrabble Championship, Joy Ebubechukwu Nwabozo will also be heading to Malaysia. The president of the Nigerian Scrabble Federation, NSF, Engineer Oloba Toke Ake, stated that the team was carefully selected based on their experience, track record, current form, and their ability to navigate big championships. The World Youth Scrabble Championship starts on the 30th of August and ends on the 1st of September 2025. And back to our topic of discussion. Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca believes Chelsea 5-1 win at West Ham proved once again that his sides were not reliant on Cole Palmer. The 23-year-old withdrew from the starting lineup minutes before kickoff after feeling discomfort in his groin during the warm-up, opening the doors for Brazilian winger Estevão Williams to make a highly impressive full debut. The teenager assisted his team third goal as they swept past beleaguered Hammers, receiving a delicate flick from Liam Delap before racing down the right and crossing for Enzo Fernandez to tap home. Now, our question we are asking today: have Chelsea proven that they are no longer dependent on Cole Palmer, or it's still a Cole Palmer FC? Are Chelsea better and not depending on one player, or do you think Cole Palmer injury will eventually hurt Chelsea? That is what we are discussing today. We're discussing Chelsea, like I said earlier. Cole Palmer, during the warm-up session, he had an issue with his groin in the match for the weekend, and he didn't feature. A lot of people say without Cole Palmer in that Chelsea squad, Chelsea can create chances. But that match went on, and this also gave Estevão the opportunity to also come in and show what the stuff that he is made of, and he didn't fail to impress all that watched that match that day. And what we are asking now is, can Chelsea categorically say that they are a team that doesn't depend on Cole Palmer? If you look at throughout last season, Cole Palmer single-handedly took Chelsea to the position they were. At a point in time where Chelsea started fumbling, it was when Cole Palmer had a dip in form. So, can we say that Cole Palmer Chelsea, that is Cole Palmer Chelsea, Chelsea can do without a Cole Palmer, or it's just the beginning? We cannot say. So you can call us on our studio line. Call us, let's have your say on this. Call us on 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. You can also be a part of the show when you comment on our Facebook handle, that is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and you comment there. I'll be sure I'll read your message here live. Do well to also follow our page and like our page. Back to sports. Let's hear from you. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Gideon Amo from Makudi, Logo 1, Benue State.
Gideon, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gideon, go on. Do you think Chelsea can do without Cole Palmer, or is just a fluke that match?
Chelsea can perform very well without Cole Palmer. Because Cole Palmer.
Oh, we lost that one. We lost it. You can call back. He didn't actually say what he wanted to say. I really want to hear from him. Chelsea, he said, although what he said, Chelsea can do without Cole Palmer. But when you look at last season, how did Chelsea play? How many games did Cole Palmer play for Chelsea? What is that thing that Cole Palmer bring to that Chelsea team. When you look at the Club World Cup finals, it was a Cole Palmer show. I think without a Cole Palmer, Chelsea wouldn't have been able to. That is just my personal view. I don't think Chelsea would have been able to win that match without a Cole Palmer. The few chances he had, the first chance he didn't score, the second he buried it, the third he buried it. So, can Chelsea do without Cole Palmer? That is the question we are asking. If there is no Cole Palmer, with the new signings, a side like Exteval, do you think Chelsea can go the season without a Cole Palmer? We're not saying that he is going to get injured. Even the injury that they are talking about, I don't think it's something serious. It's not something serious. Hopefully he will be back. But the way Cole Palmer took Chelsea on his own last season, he's a very young man. He took Chelsea on his own last season. And when he eventually dropped form, that was when Chelsea lost it. That was when Chelsea became something else. So, do you think that Chelsea can do without a Cole Palmer this season? Let's have your say. Our studio lines is 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 I'll take it again, 0903 648 5868. 0903 648 5868. You can also comment on our Facebook handle. That is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'll read your message, your comments here live. And if you're just joining us, this is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. We bring you sports moments of your life. Today we are discussing Chelsea, and we are asking, can Chelsea do without a Cole Palmer? Hello? And we are asking, can Chelsea do without a Cole Palmer? The way Chelsea is built now, under Maresca. Last season, let's say Maresca, let's say he was tinkering with the team and trying to fix things here, and Chelsea eventually came to the position where they are, and we cannot say Chelsea did bad last season. A lot of Chelsea fans will tell you that they are better than any other club in England for last season because they won the FIFA Club World Cup. So they'll say they didn't do badly last season. So, but if you look at the team, Chelsea lost the Premiership when they had injury problems. And Paul Mason in an analysis, he said, without a Cole Palmer in that Chelsea team, there is problem because there is nobody that can create. There's no creativity in that Chelsea team. When the likes that last season, when the like of Modric was not there, were not there, there was nothing Chelsea can do. And a major problem again is that if other teams are coming to play Chelsea, if they can tame Cole Palmer, Chelsea just lost that match. That was what happened last season. When we say he had a dip in form, it was because most of these clubs, when they come, they tame Cole Palmer. And once you tame a Cole Palmer, Chelsea, it was over for Chelsea. But do you see that for Chelsea this season? Let's have your say. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you as you call us on our studio line. Call us on our studio lines. That is asking 0903 648 5868. 0903 648 5868. I wanted to call in the Facebook handle. I really want to hear from those people that will also comment on Facebook so I can read your message here live. And I've not seen any message on Facebook so far, so that was why I was trying to call the Facebook handle. So the Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Call us and let us have your comment there, and I'll read your message here live. So, like I was saying, Paul Mason said, if Cole Palmer isn't going to break a team down, I am not sure who is for Chelsea. If opposition teams pick him up and mark him well, I am not sure that I'm not sure that threat Chelsea have. That is what Paul Mason said. That if anything can mark Cole Palmer down, he's not sure that Chelsea have any other threat. But do you see that this season? Also, the whole team relies on Cole Palmer. If you look at when Chelsea is out, they are actually playing, you see most of the ball comes where there's a Cole Palmer. So most of Chelsea for last season were built around Cole Palmer. Now we have seen this season Chelsea have played 2 matches already. The first match, somebody also made something very, very important in the last match. Said the last match Chelsea couldn't. That is the Chelsea first match of the season against Crystal Palace. Chelsea couldn't break Crystal Palace down because Cole Palmer was not given any breathing space. So that was why Chelsea couldn't do anything. Do you agree with that? Call us, let's have your say. Call us on our studio lines 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again 0903 648 5868 and let us have your say. And Chelsea reliance on Cole Palmer is a significant concern for every Chelsea fan, whether you like it or not. As a Chelsea fan, it's something that should concern you. And according to recent analysis, Palmer has been the team's lifeline, often carrying the creative load due to injuries to some players for last season. When some players went to injury, it was just him. And when he had a dip in form, Chelsea attack just collapsed. So over-reliance on Palmer has raised question about the team's ability to survive without him. So for the last match, we all saw he wasn't in the match. And a certain Esteval, that Brad Young, I think he's up to 18. Yes, 18 years. And he came in. Can you say that young man can actually fill in that shoes of Cole Palmer? A lot of people are already talking about comparing him to Lamine Yamal. Some people are talking about him playing like Lamine Yamal and that. But I will always say that you don't put such young player under such spotlight, because when the pressure becomes much, they will eventually crumble. And there are players that, of course, even with that. Hello. Yes,
very good evening to you, sir.
Evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yours truly, MC Oliver Kia.
Okay.
Known as Busy Brain, the king of sport, reaching you in Benga here in lady.
Okay, Busy Brain, your network is still, maybe you look for somewhere better while moving around so that we can hear you better. So go on. Do you think Chelsea can do without Cole Palmer?
Yes, looking at the team, they can do it without Cole Palmer.
How so?
I'm very optimistic with the rise of Gillard and João Pedro and the rest of the players. Even without Palmer, Chelsea will make it.
Are you sure?
So, yes, I'm so much optimistic about it. Even if we are playing with a big Manchester City, without Palmer, we will still do it.
Wow, that is a big one.
No, Palmer has been contributing a lot in Chelsea, but without him, we still have other players that fit in that wing so that we can still take it.
Okay, so the last match Chelsea played without Cole Palmer and they won convincingly. Can you say that this? Can you say that this is can you say that this is a title race warning? They are warning our club that we are ready to win this league this season.
Definitely, I told you that Chelsea belong to Chelsea. So just are showing they will give. We are coming. We are ready to win the trophy.
Okay.
So not that you think about going for the trophy, but if they should play for.
Your network seems to be breaking, but maybe we can hear you. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah, welcome, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks very much. That was Busy Brain. Busy Brain sees stance that Chelsea will win. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Motega Solomon, calling from Aki.
Okay, Solomon. Do you think that Chelsea can do without Cole Palmer this season?
Yes, Chelsea can do without Cole Palmer.
Why do you say so?
I see João Pedro as a replacement for him, because even in Brighton, he was not playing as the number 9. He was playing as the number 10 in Brighton.
Okay. So João Pedro can replace Cole Palmer. What about Exteval? Do you think Exteval also adding spice to that Chelsea team if there is no Cole Palmer?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, he said João Pedro was not actually playing as a 9 in Brighton. He plays as his 10 too. So for him, he thinks that he can replace Cole Palmer. But that creative spark of Cole Palmer, we know him when he holds that ball. When he holds that ball, he will just be going as if nothing is going to happen. Then all of a sudden you see a goal. That is one thing. He's so unpredictable. So do you think that Chelsea can do without Cole Palmer? Call us. Let's have your say. Call us on 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. And you can also comment on our Facebook handle, that is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'll be here to read your comments live. There is no comments on Facebook. Let's see if we let's just take the fixtures. Yesterday I called the fixtures, the results for yesterday, but the fixtures for today, there are still matches to be played today. If any caller comes, we'll pick them. I'll call the show. Why I'm also calling the fixtures. Hello. Oh, we lost that one. Okay, the fixtures for today in England, Newcastle will be taking on Liverpool. That is a match to watch. Newcastle, their star striker is not going to be there. So let's see. He's talking about going to Liverpool, and let's just see how that one eventually pans out. While in the Italian Serie A, there's already halftime. Udinese are playing Chievo Verona 0-0. While Inter Milan versus Torino comes out up later. In the Spanish La Liga, we also have Atletico Bilbao taking on Rayo Vallecano, and Sevilla will be hosting Itafe. Those are the matches for today. How about tomorrow? Let's see those matches for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't think there are matches, but in the CHAN continues tomorrow. The CHAN is, we are going to the semi-final stage, where Madagascar will be taking on Sudan, and also Morocco will be playing Senegal. I think those are the matches for tomorrow, and this is how far we can go for the show today. I'll see you tomorrow on the show. I'll see you on the show tomorrow, and That is on SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. My name is Kuji Benjamin, and I'm saying God bless your heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oye,